All right, everyone. Today we're talking about the vertex form and standard form. It should be kind of familiar to you when you look at it. Standard form is the one we've seen the most: ax squared plus bx plus c. All right, vertex form is a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. All right. The reason we need both forms is when we graph, we need to know the vertex, and when we have the standard form, we need to know the y-intercept, which is the c, and also we need the a, which a is the same in both of them, but we definitely need the c. So remember that the reason for the vertex form is because of the h and the k. All right, the h and the k give us the vertex form, give us the vertex. It's a point. All right, remember this is the x value of the vertex. All right, and this is the y value of the vertex. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So a couple of quick examples. When you have vertex like a and b here, it's already in the vertex form. It's a times x minus h quantity squared minus 6. All right, if I say, hey, what's the vertex of this? All you have to do is you have to come up with the point. What's the vertex? All right, remember, it's always opposite of that sign. All right, if that sign's a positive, then it's a -4. All right, this one's the same, so it'll be -6. All right, so if we had to, we had to graph this real quick, the vertex would be at -4, all right, -6. It'd be down here. And we know it'd be opening up because 3 is positive, all right? But just remember that it's always opposite of that sign because the formula is -h. So for this one over here, if I wanted to find the vertex, all right, remember the vertex is a point. It's opposite of that sign. So it would be +5 and then 8. That's how easy it is finding the vertex. All right. So now if you're given the standard form, okay, if they give you the standard form and they say find the vertex, the good thing is you're going to do exactly what you did yesterday by completing the square. All right, you're going to take it, you're going to complete the square, and you don't even have to finish completing the square. You'll be finished after the first step. So when we do this, we're going to take this, we're going to get rid of this y, and we're going to make it a 0. All right, we're going to make it a 0. We're going to write it in the right form so don't confuse you. So it'll be x squared plus 10x plus 3 equals 0. Just put it on this side using community property. And then I'm just going to do completing the square. So I'm going to take this 3 over here. So if you did your homework yesterday, this should be no problem. Leave the space. This will be -3. I'm going to fill the space with half of b squared. So half of 10 is 5 plus, or squared is 25. So it's plus 25 to both sides. Sorry, ran out of space here. And then factor it. Once you factor it, you're done. X plus, if you remember from yesterday, this number, it's always the square root of this number. So 5 squared equals 22. You're done. When you're finding the vertex, okay? When you're finding the vertex, you're done. Look at the form that it's in now. It's in the vertex form. This is the vertex form. So the vertex, my answer would be -5 because it's opposite of whatever this is, and 22. Okay? Let's try another example here. So this one, if you remember, they're asking for the vertex. This is going to say, what's the vertex of this equation? We're going to complete the square. All right. So first things first is I got to get rid of that 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while I write it all out, save myself some time. So it'll be x squared minus 8x plus 1 equals 0. So all I'm doing is completing the square, same as yesterday. Take that 1 over there. So it'll be x squared minus 8x leave the space, equals -1. Half of 8 is 4, squared is 16, so it'll be plus 16 here and here. Factor it. Remember, it's always whatever that sign is drops down to here. So x minus 4 squared equals -1 plus 16 is 15. And we're done. My vertex, now we're in vertex form. So it might say, hey, what's the vertex form? That's the vertex form. If it asks for what's the vertex, we can give it to them by just taking the opposite of this sign. So it'd be 4, comma, 15. And that's how you find the vertex given the standard form. Okay. Oops. All right. One more time, square double square, just to remind you. Square double square. If you have a parentheses squared, that square doesn't apply to just the x and the 7. It applies to the whole parentheses. So instead of writing it twice and multiplying it out long ways, if you want, you can, but it should be familiar to you. I want to do square double square. So I'm going to square the first one, x squared. I'm going to multiply these two together. So x times 7 is 7x, and then I'm going to double it. So there's the double. So square it, then I'm going to multiply those two and double it. So it'll be 14x. And then the last step is I want to square the last term, plus 49. 7 times 7 is 49. So again, I'm just showing you how to simplify these because you're going to do it on the next screen. All right, here's another example. Square the first one. So 2x squared is 4x squared. I want to multiply these two together. So 2x times -5 is -10x. Double it. There's where the double comes in. 2x times -5 is -10x. Double is -20x. And then I want to square the -5 plus 25. It always comes out to be positive because you're squaring something. All right, that's how you simplify these things. All right. All right. So the last thing you're going to do tomorrow, or today, sorry, is to expand the standard form from the vertex. If I want to expand this right here from the vertex form. This is already in vertex form. But if I want to find out, hey, I need to find out what the y-intercept is. I need to find out what the c is. I need to put it in the ax squared plus bx plus c. All right. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do the square double square right here. All right, we just did two examples. So that's going to be square the first one, multiply these two together. So that's -5x and double it. So -10x. And then square the last one, plus 25. Don't forget this -4. The -4 is just going to drop down. So -4. Put your like terms together. The only one I have are these two right here. So x squared minus 10x, 25 and -4 is 21. And you just put it in standard form. So you're going to expand this binomial squared by doing square double square and put like terms together. The last one over here, if you have a number in front of the parentheses, you still have to do the square double square first, then you distribute it, then you add like terms. We're just following the order of operations. So I'm going to do square double square first. So there, bring down my 4, square the first term, multiply these two together. So 2x doubled is 4x. And then square the 2, 2 squared is 4. Plus 8. Now notice on this one I put this in parentheses because I have the 4 out here. I have to distribute the 4. So I'm going to do distributed property, and I'm going to say 4x squared. I'm going to say 16x. Then I'm going to say 16. The 8 doesn't get multiplied because it's outside the parentheses. Now I can put my like terms together. So 4x squared plus 16x plus 24. Okay. So today we're going from we're finding the vertex. All right. If we have the standard form, we're going to do completing square and find the vertex. Then we're also going to go from vertex to standard. All right. So two things today. Go back and watch the video if you need to, and good luck.